Hey, what up, YouTube? This is for TikTok. This little screen, I need it. There we go. There we go. Okay, get that. Time controls off. Boom. All right, here we go. All right, to be fair, this match is actually average Elo Grandmaster, but there's a bunch of challenger players in it, so whatever. I just realized I need to change one thing. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Okay, we're good. All right, the average Elo in this match is actually Grandmaster, but it has a bunch of challengers players in it. It was really hard. We just patched. There was a bunch of replays I can't even access anymore. Whatever. All right. All right, so on the blue team, Sion, Udyr, Yone, Seraphine, Vel'Koz, double mage bot. Ugh. Into a Tryndamere, Kayn, Swain mid, Ziggs, Senna on the red team. Wow. These bot lanes are atrocious. All right, let's do it.
Minions have spawned.
Oh, wow, they literally did change it so you could only self-ping certain things. Okay, Kayn's gonna face check a bush here and flash away. This is NA Master, or... All right, this is NA Challenger, so we see a lot of activity early, a lot of checking. Big fight here in the bot lane, though. Vel'Koz brought pretty low as Senna continues to fight. Vel'Koz did burn his heal. Does flash over the wall. So Vel'Koz, no sums, forced to recall. That's a bad start for the blue team bot lane. I'm pretty sure in Challenger that kind of just fucks you. Yeah, Seraphine's gonna take a bunch of poke there too. Damn. I'm assuming that we're gonna see a bunch of crazy shit, YouTube audience who watches the raws of this. TikTok only gets the highlights. I'm assuming we're gonna see some crazy stuff this game. Interested to see it. Yone with a level 2 advantage here is looking to farm. That's probably for the best if you're Yone. I didn't realize Udyr was brought that low during his clear. That's really low. If you're an invading jungler, I mean, it's pretty juicy. I'm surprised Kayn didn't think to go over there. All right, so a lot of standoffing here. The red team's bot lane has a pretty sizable lead in terms of farm, but also just in terms of pressure. Senna laying down a stun here. Brought kind of low by the Vel'Koz, though, despite the level advantage. Ziggs was not there to follow up on the damage, and Udyr is hovering the area. We'll see if Udyr does anything here. Stun onto the Senna, brought dangerously low by the Vel'Koz, continues to stay, and goes down. The blue team with first blood. Ziggs forced to flash away from the knockup as the overstep by the Senna support meets her demise. She still had flash heal and everything. What the fuck happened there, man? Well, all the pressure that the red team had on that bot lane, by the way, just completely gone. All right, Ziggs is going to engage on the Vel'Koz. Vel'Koz brought pretty low, but has a shield from the Seraphine. Udyr's there as well to stun up the Ziggs. Ziggs' only hope was to try to get the Vel'Koz. Could not do so. Kill on the top side, though, will at least give red team their first kill. Senna walked up in this scenario and has good enough spacing that this doesn't seem to be a big threat, but Udyr will lock down the stun. Another knock up there from the Vel'Koz. A big damage onto the Senna, who's not going to go down. Ziggs is going to teleport to save his support. Still ongoing damage happening here. Ward's gonna come down, but Senna will perish because of it. As Kayn, trying to spam ping the Senna, can't because of the new changes. As this bot lane is now firmly in the hands of the blue team. That was so... I'm actually kind of shocked how ugly that was. Maybe it was just blue team playing really well, or the Senna just chain inting. But that didn't seem Challenger-esque, what I just witnessed. Swain with a good hook here. That's going to bring Yone a little bit lower, but I don't think he necessarily minds. He's going to miss the engage there, but pop the shield, so nothing going there. All right, Vel'Koz has identified that the Kane's likely going towards the bot side here. Kane's going to get caught. Vel'Koz with a knock up there is going to force Kane to continue to run. A stun coming in from the Seraphim here as Kane is just caught in a bad spot. As 4-1 is now the score. Almost 1,000 gold lead heading over to the blue team. All right, despite the pressure and the onslaught onto this bot lane, they are getting a tower plate there. Zig's doing a good job of dodging the skill shots as they come out. Senna trying to shove the lane as well, but this is a bad shove. Look at where Udir's positioning is on the map. Is going to look towards this bot lane. The ward coverage from the red side is also very poor, and here comes Udyr on another repeat gank. No flashes except for Senna down here. Vel'Koz is going to be forced to flash away as he takes a lot of damage from the Senna. The Ziggs is left all alone with the Udyr. That's going to be 1 kill for the blue team. Senna, nothing that she can really do but sit there and watch. Does get the stun, but the immunity from the Udyr will keep him going. Senna forced to flash away under the tower, which, if we know anything about the Senna, does not mean she was safe, but she does manage to evade, and only 1 kill. But the Udyr and the Seraphine on the blue team are rolling. Level 6 is up here in the top side. A lot of pings coming down to this bot side from the blue team. I think they wonder if Kane's in the area. This Swain, that motherfucker does not miss. All right, Senna stepping way too far forward. Seraphine's forced to flash forward. Will get the kill onto the Senna, but that's a shutdown she will give away to the Ziggs. Fight here on the mid side as well. Vel'Koz is going to fall early to the Swain. Swain's going to pull in the Yone as well. Yone, ignited, tries to dash away, but guess what, buddy? You have to go back, and back you go. But the amount of shields he gets almost gets the Kane. The Udyr's trying to make what's left of the fight. Can't do it. Triple kill on the side of the Swain. And just like that, the gold swing now goes to the red team. Wow. The pace of these fights is insane. Yone did a really good job, I think, of actually delaying his back until he got his shield up. That was his only opportunity to try to trade a kill before he died himself. Senna's going to get knocked up here. Onto the bot side. Man, the Senna cannot stay healthy as Ziggs is now recalling with a farm lead. Senna just trying to harass, but taking a beating as a result. Senna caught in the river, no flash available, does not dodge the stun. She will die for her transgressions. As of the 7 kills the blue team has, 4 of them have been on this support. Tryndamere threatening, but has ult, so is just gonna heal instead. Tryndamere looking to take on the Scion, pops ghosts. He's likely going to ult here as well. Does manage to get the Scion's flash in the meantime. Is going to try to run away. Ultimate is down, but here's the Yone to try to pick up the kill. Get to Q1. Here's Q2 with a slash, and the brought back damage will be enough. As although Tryndamere gets 1, Yone picks it up on the other side. Damn, this motherfucker don't miss. All right, Senna managing to get a stun down. Doesn't look like it's going to be much. Yone trying to fight the Swain, at least get some chip damage on him. Abilities are missing left and right for the Swain this time. Ooh, does Yone have ult? He does. This actually might be an engage on the mid lane. Let's check it. A lot of clearing here. Nothing on the dragon side for this for these teams yet. A lot of pressure coming down from Udyr onto the bot side. Kane doing a little bit more work towards the middle of the map. We see Senna's going to try to get some prio down here too. Is going to get spotted on the ward coming up though. Kane lingering on the Yone is going to try to pressure him away. Smite comes down. Kane looking to all in the Yone, tries to get the knock up, but sees Udyr in the area. He goes into the Udyr. That's what she said, and promptly leaves. As the blue team has assimilated around this dragon much faster than the red team can. But Yone forced to back. It will be 4 on the red side in the area versus the 3 on the blue team. I think they might know now that Yone is not there. And looks like it's another handshake scenario. Neither team will pressure the drag yet. And Swain looking for a roam timing here. He's got a good shove. Instead looks to just get the vision. Not a really good wave state on his bot side to do much of anything. Tryndamere is going to attack the Scion. Brings him pretty low. It's pretty tough. Kraken Slayer is going to make that a hard matchup for the Scion. Seen Scions come back from this, though, but I don't know about Challenger Scions. All right, Yone looking for the engage onto the Swain. Swain trading a little bit of damage back. All right, here comes the Rift Herald drop bot from the Udyr. I'm guessing that's going to translate into a drag. As Udyr marks that he wants to go over there. His bot lane is not moving quite yet. Some vision laying down here. Should be a pretty free dragon if they just decide to take it, as Kane's on the top side. That should be first dragon at 11 minutes going over to the blue team. Tryndamere under tower now. Has ultimate available. Is going to completely dodge the knockup. Pop the ult. Scion is stuck farming at this point. That's a 3-kill Tryndamere. And just like that, Udyr gets the first dragon of the game. We see at least Kane being decisive. He's going to use the top side advantage as he's going to invade the Udyr. Now coming out of base, so the Kane doesn't have much time to get out. Okay, Kane continues to take those camps, and we'll see if Udyr spots it. He doesn't, it looks like. Big engage here on the bot side. A root's going to come down from Vel'Koz. The damage from his ult isn't enough, but there's a charm from the Seraphim. That'll be enough. Vel'Koz gets 1. Here comes Swain on the rotate, though. He's going to be spotted on the ward. Vel'Koz dangerously low, but man, dodging that stun is difficult. So Swain will show his face and promptly walk away, but Yone's here to meet him in the river. Ultimate coming down for the knockup onto the Swain, who's forced to flash away. Yone will follow with his E. Ultimate coming down from Swain as well. Stun and the shutdown going over to the Seraphim. That's 2 kills on the side of the blue team. And just like that, another 1K gold swing. Now back to blue. Dude, that Yone E, like he knew Swain was going to flash and was within milliseconds right there with him. All right, Udyr does claim that scuttle. Tryndamere with Ghost, but no ult. So nobody, I don't think anyone's catching him here. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, sorry, YouTube. Tired boy. Kane looking for the dive here on the bot side, by the way. Big pings to dive. Big pings to dive. All right, here we go. Kane's going to look for a dive onto the Seraphim. 700 gold to the victor will go the spoil. Seraphim's going to try to flash away and get a little bit more time. Here comes a TP from the Yone. That'll catch Kane with a lot of damage as the shutdown does go down to, looks like Kane got it. Kane still flirting under tower, though. Udyr's in the middle of everybody. A couple flashes away might save them, though, but here comes Swain. Suddenly, it's a 4v4 in the bot lane. Vel'Koz pops the ult over the top. Senna goes down. Ziggs and Swain now safe distance away. It is a 1-for-1 trade, but with the shutdown, it is a positive one for the side of the red team. Nothing really going on, that's why I haven't said much of anything. We got a couple pings coming down for the Rift Herald, it would be. Tryndamere. Just flirting with his lane opponent. I feel like that's top lane sometimes. Just a couple flirty boys. Senna's rotated mid. Posing Vel'Koz's backing instead, though. Yone partially committing here. That slow will be enough. Yone is actually going to commit now as he pops his E, manages to try to get back, and will get shut down completely by the Swain. Ultimate was available, I think, as Senna continues to layer some damage onto the Udyr. Pops a ward down. And hovers. All right, Vel'Koz is in the area. Strong, but without a completed item. Can really only do just trying to dissuade the red team from their pressure, but look at Kayn applying it though. Says, you know what, I'm gonna take your raptors right in your mouth, dude. I don't know what that meant, but now he's going under tower onto the Udyr. Brought a little bit low. Here comes an ultimate from the Vel'Koz, though. It's going to do a good amount of damage to the Kayn, but not enough to take him out. Kayn talking about mouths, but is going to now pressure the buff. Dude, this Kayn is just doing whatever he wants. Goes in on the Seraphim. Here comes the charm. Yone will be at... Kayn was so greedy. He will perish for it, too. Maybe worth because he took, I guess, raptors, but yikes, that's not what you want. I don't know how I'm gonna edit that one for TikTok. What the fuck do I do? Do I start from the take the raptors in your mouth? Well, I don't know what that means. All right, Swain ultimate the Yone, which will force his ult. Whose ult is on a faster cooldown? I think it's probably Swain's, if I had to guess. Guess we'll find out here in a moment. Udyr's going to be caught in the river, but he could give two shits about that, as Umbral Glaive Senna is not going to do much to him. Here comes a fight for this next dragon, though. Vel'Koz already brought low. Will flash away with Kayn inside of him. That's what she said. Smite's going to come down onto the Vel'Koz. Kayn will try at least to get one before backing out himself. All right. 1-for-0 trade so far, but the blue team's got positional prio. Yone will zone 2 members. Here comes Tryndamere coming down from the top side, though. Senna brought a little bit low, but not enough to kill. Blue team will lose their support, but gain the dragon. Looks for an exit. They may not get it still, actually. They're flirting with this 3v3. The bot laners have left the fight, so it is even footing. Suddenly, just like that, Swain gets one onto the side. A flash forward from the Tryndamere will secure Udyr. Sion, his passive will finally perish. Yone gonna flirt with Tryndamere here, who does not have ult. That will be enough to eliminate him, though, as trade again. Just blood and gore everywhere in this mid lane. And Ziggs will give his life away to take a tower. All right. What the fuck just happened? There was so much going on there. Efficient. Vel'Koz will be spotted by Senna here as we start up Rift Herald number 2 with 18 minutes to go. Looks like this might turn into a fight. Here comes the Udyr. Vel'Koz is going to ult over the top. He's not going to get really anybody with it. As Yone looking for the engage here. That would have been a good time for the Vel'Koz to ult. Yone will take Senna down on the back line first before going back himself. The Ignite might keep him out of the fight, but here is Swain going down to the Vel'Koz. Tryndamere is going to pop his ult and take one as well. It's a 2-for-2 trade up to this point. Yone flirting with the idea of Ziggs as Kayn is looking for an all-in engage. Doesn't have the damage to deal with Sion. Just try to flash forward for the Yone, who manages to get his E off. He is left in no man's land, but Ziggs flashing away, not enough to get out himself. And Kayn will die at the same time. Disaster has struck for the red team. Blue team just in the right position, the right people in the right place take the victory on the fight. That felt pretty good, actually. That shout wasn't... There was a lot going on. There's just a shitload that goes on in these fights compared to like the Iron Spectates. I'm gonna say that again for a TikTok highlight. Yo, commentating on Challenger Spectates, by the way, is so much more difficult than Iron because there's so much more that's going on. Like, it's so intricate, these fights. And man, I would tell you that at 19 minutes and 20 seconds, I'm exhausted. feel like I'm just taking the lull until the next fight. You know what I mean? We just got a lot of full clearing right now from both junglers. Drag comes up in 2 minutes. Baron is up, but it's kind of a throw if you try to go for it here. So really, you're in a farm situation at this point. You could pressure for kills, but you're not going to translate it into much unless you can stack waves and shove into towers. Even then, I mean, you already have Yone on a side wave that looks like he won't be inhibited. Unless Swain TPs, which he doesn't have. Never mind. I think Yone knew that Swain wasn't in the area yet, so he's going to recall. I mean, like, this is nuanced macro at this point. Again, there's not really anything to fight for, so no team should try to pressure anything. You take the gimmies, and if not, you just clear waves. It's just like a handshake of farming at this point. It's almost like at this point in the game, in the current game state, both teams are fairly close still. It almost just feels like laning phase. You know, the junglers are full clearing. I mean, yeah, your bot lane is now mid. That's probably the only difference. Seraphim forced to flash there instead of getting stunned by the Senna. Here comes the TP coming down from the Sion, though. Here comes the fight. Seraphim with an ult. Senna's going to follow on the opposite side. 2 go down, 1 from each team. Sion stuck in the very middle. Swain's trying to layer that damage down, but Kayn is in. Kayn will dodge most of the Vel'Koz damage. In fact, all of it. Swain stopwatches. There goes Vel'Koz on the backside. Sion might be the next one to fall. Tryndamere will take him from there. Red team with a lot of signs of life here. This could easily be a Baron from that one fight. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wowie, 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 wowie. All right, here comes the red team getting the Baron. Baron secured for the red team. The gold lead with it, now ballooning to 4K. Dragon is up. We'll see if another fight breaks out there. Probably will. I don't think the blue team can continue to concede things like this. Engage here from the Yone on the Tryndamere, catching him on the rotate, but Tryndamere will pop his ultimate, thinking that the burst was going to be a lot worse than it was. That's a key ultimate not available to the red team in this upcoming fight. Tryndamere also hasn't backed and spent his money. Everybody else on the red team has, but not the Tryndamere. Udyr will be the first one into the pit. He is all alone. Udyr will fall first. Yone's going to try to ult onto the backside. Misses. Zig's able to stay alive. And that Scorch, I'm thinking, is going to be enough to take out the Yone. The red team continues their onslaught. Sion frontlining in the middle of everybody, but really just giving an avenue for Seraphim and Vel'Koz to run away. That is a 3-for-nothing trade for the red team, who will likely already took drag. I'm not sure what the hell happened with the dragon, but this is a lot of tower pressure that's suddenly going to come out for this red side. I legitimately do not know what happened. It looks like Kayn got the Drake. Kayn flirting with the Seraphim will take a tower shot just to take a look. Vel'Koz in an interesting position. Oh, ooh. Okay, just recalls. There's really no play there. All right, here comes the shove. Swain is going to go ahead and take the mid turret while 3 members of the red team are currently pushing bot. I think they'll probably just try to take this tower. Maybe the inhibitor. This is a bit of an overstay, though. Sion's going to ult in. Senna trying to protect the Ziggs, but the Sion will be there. Here comes Vel'Koz from the top side. It is a 4 versus 3 fight, and Kayn will get caught first. Vel'Koz claiming his life, the overstay for the inhibitor being his downfall. Oh, Tryndamere invading the opposite side jungle, getting a little bit greedy here. I believe he still has ult, but he's going to be able to dash away. Tryndamere, very slippery of a champion if you don't CC him properly. Here's an all-in from the Yone onto the Zig. That's an easy kill. Ooh! Knew the ult was coming from the Ziggs as his dying wish to ultimate, where Yone would have to come back, and then he flashes out of the way. Yo, what the fuck? That was sick. What a game. All right, Senna and Tryndamere are knocking on the Scion's boots. I don't know what the fuck that meant, but here comes a TP. Looks like we got a fight. Yone's going to come off of it, or immediately going to E. Getting a lot of pressure on the Senna. That will be one down. Tryndamere in a bit of trouble, but has ultimate to try to get away. A lot of members of the blue team are committing to this top side, though. Nobody on the red team really available to help. Tryndamere is going to have to pop the ult because of the Vel'Koz. He's in such a bad position. The CC chaining will be too much. Blue team starting to punish the overextension and lack of vision from the red team. Swain forced to flash away. Udir's going to try to chase him down. Kane's in the area, but it is a 4v2. TP coming from the Ziggs now, as he will join up. Udyr does not care, as Ziggs will be immediately CC'd, but Udyr's a little bit far. Ziggs has good burn damage, might be enough. Here comes a massive shield from the Udyr, who continues to fight him. We look at the Kane in the middle of everybody. Ziggs won that fight. Kane lost his. Whoa, blue team coming back. My platinum brain can't fathom what I'm looking at. Like, everything seems like the worst idea and also the best idea. I don't think I could remotely function in this elo. Like, the Senna's 1-8-12, and she's done pretty okay in the mid game. I would be like 1-18-2, and the game would already be over. Bold of me to assume I'd even get a kill in Challenger. I'd be 0-18-1, and the game would already be over. You know what would be a really good business idea? I just thought of this. If you had a team of 5 challengers and you charged, I don't know, $250, $50 for each player to go up against you. You know what I mean? Like if you want the true challenger experience, if you think you could keep up with a challenger team, you and your friends pay $250 and you play a match against a team of 5 challengers. I think a lot of people would buy that. All right, we got to fight around the dragon side here. Kane's going to be brought back because of the Yone, but does manage to kill the Vel'Koz. On the other side, Tryndamere takes a tower. Kane's looking for his way out, but Udyr is now caught in the center of a lot of people as well. Stun coming down from the Senna. I'm not sure she has enough to kill him. Seraphim's going to pop the ult, but it's going to miss the Kane entirely. We'll take down Seraphim. Yone will be next. Whoa! Yone got him back, and he's still alive! Okay, he finally goes down there. That's a big win, a 3-for-1 in favor of the red team, as Dragon has spawned. I actually, for a split second, thought Yone was just going to kill everyone. All right, without Udyr there to contest, there's nobody that's really going to stop the red team from taking drag here. Tryndamere, he's going to catch this Udyr in their jungle and immediately wipe him off the face of the rift. Ooh, this is a decent Baron call. Tryndamere just caught Udyr out on his side of the jungle. That's a 40-second respawn timer. Kane is coming in and has a good amount of speed to get to the Baron pit pretty quickly. Blue team is in no position to remotely contest this. So not only does the red team secure the dragon, they catch the opposing jungler and just take Baron because of it. This should be game. All right, as a result of taking the Baron, looks like the red teams are really just forcing side lanes. It's a 1-2-1 with Tryndamere taking, really it's a 1-1-1 with Tryndamere and Kane both taking jungle camps. Looks like Kane is going to elect to apply pressure here onto the Scion side. That's going to draw all of the attention of the blue team. This is dangerous. Tryndamere was just clearing his own jungle camps as blue team's got a big jump on catching this out. Kayn with an charm, but will be able to get out with his own ultimate and flash away from the Vel'Koz. That's going to spell doom for the Kayn. Again, red team's in no position to follow up on this fight. Here comes Udyr. This could be big. Senna brought low, will die to the Vel'Koz. Ziggs has nowhere to go. He's going to die too. What were they thinking? Swain and Tryndamere are going to shove in towers, though, as they were not in a position to rotate to that fight, but are in a position to punish the macro as an inhibitor goes down. Tryndamere caught in a weird spot. Flat. Whoa. What do you even do there if you're Vel'Koz? I think you do what he just did and die. He takes two. Tryndamere's just in their base. All 5 members of the red team, or sorry, the blue team were up except for Sion, so 4. Tryndamere's gonna get another! He just took 3! What are we doing?
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
What the fuck? What's the title of this video going to be called? Challenger players are the smartest stupid people in the game. It's just like there's so many gambles. Maybe because you can't play that calculated in this elo because like everyone's incredible, but like it's literally, this is just the casino elo. Like they're just constantly gambling. Pretty intense. I'm not gonna lie, this is intense. All right, Sion was trying to be cute with the Swain here, might actually end up paying for it as he's caught in a rock and a hard place, but the blue team is quick to rotate. This has been the theme of this game so far. The blue team has got the team fight rotation down, but that's a lot of damage that just came out as they are losing the fight. Senna takes 2, will die herself. It's currently a 2 for 2. Tryndamere is nowhere near. Kayn's in the middle of everyone, will die as well. As I'm not sure what that means, but a lot of people died. I would not be surprised if this Tryndamere just runs into their base and kills them all and then ends it. As he is flirting with the wave, he is going to chill in this bush. This is super fascinating. Takes the red buff, is going to fear the Udyr. Looks like this might be a fight. Blue team not in a great position to respond, but Udyr very fast. Here comes Yone. A lot of damage from the Yone. He'll back out. Okay, blue team really just pushing waves out. They're in a interesting predicament with the red team having such an advantage. How this game hasn't already ended yet, I'm not 100% sure. I don't think the red team's been on the same page, maybe? As they will claim their 3rd Drake. That is a 3-2 Drake count. So not now on Soul Point, not currently at Ocean Soul. All right, Sion looks like he's going to get caught forward. Swain, however, is the one to get caught. He pops his ultimate and basically takes 0 damage. Through the Vel'Koz ult, still takes 0 damage. Vel'Koz pops the stasis, though. Seraphim on the back line. Vel'Koz caught in the wrong spot. Who will die first? Kayn looking to punish the Sion, but actually just runs right past him, lets his team handle it instead. That is probably going to be enough for the red team to shove it down their throat and end the game. Kayn flirting with Udyr at this point, just trying to keep him away from the main siege in the mid lane. Yone's gonna ultimate in, but that's too much CC, sustain, and damage from the side of the red team. Kayn probably dies to the Udyr here. Never mind, no he doesn't. Seraphim, the only one left alive. Will she keep the hopes of the blue team alive? I highly doubt it, but there is no wave here. He has to pop the stasis in order to not die, but that will be the inevitable. end of the blue team, likely the end of the game as the red team lays down the pipe, scales well into the late game, and are your victors as they currently continue to hit the Nexus. Still hitting the Nexus, they're TPing, and now it's over. Holy moly, what a game! Take a look at the damage. Take a look at the damage. Yeah, I know, I see the outcome. I don't pay attention to it, though. I, like, literally forget it immediately. Wow. 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 I mean, I kind of expect this damage chart, to be honest. Maybe more from Seraphine, but